Hello, my name is Jocelyn Mitchell. I'm a respiratory therapist student at Malcolm X College. I'm here today to tell you what the indications of mechanical ventilator is. So, one of the indications is apnea. So, an apneic patient isn't able to spontaneously breathe on their own. So, we have to help them breathe because they aren't able to adequately oxygenate themselves and remove CO2. An example of this is sleep apnea. Another indication is impending ventilatory failure. So a person isn't in ventilatory failure yet, but the patient is reaching it closely. So the person is able to normalize their ABG, but they have to put in a great amount of work of breathing just to normalize their ABG. An example of this is COPD exacerbation. So the person isn't able to remove their CO2 on their own, so their CO2 levels rise above 50 millimeters per mercury. Certain tests can be done, but one test that can be done is to find the vital capacity of the patient, and the person's vital capacity is, if it's less than 15 milliliters per kilogram, then the person is in impending ventilatory failure. Another indication is hypercarbic ventilatory failure. An example of this is a drug overdose. The person isn't able to remove their CO2 on their own, so their CO2 levels rise above 50 milliliters per mercury. So we have to help them adequately remove their CO2. Another indication is hypoxemic ventilatory failure. So the person isn't able to adequately oxygenate themselves on their own, so we have to help them with this. And an example of this is pulmonary edema. Another indication is prophylactic ventilatory failure. So an example of this is post-anesthesia recovery. And we put the person on a ventilator because we see that they will have a high risk of pulmonary complications, and the person most likely will not be able to oxygenate themselves. So we go ahead and place them on a ventilator to prevent these problems. Thank you for watching this video.